All right, hello everybody and welcome. My name is John and today I'm sifting one of my favorite ingredients that I use for soil mixes and what I've been transitioning all my plants into in a passive hydroponics growing style. And I wanted to share with you where I get this ingredient and how I sift it to prepare it for use. And I'm sure that the source of this ingredient will surprise you. So I've really been enjoying this ingredient, and I will show you at the end some of the plants I've already transitioned into it so you can see how they're doing and explain to you why I enjoy it so much. All right, but first we've got a lot of sifting to do, so it's time to get started. Okay, so here's the product. It's called Napa Floor Dry, and as you can see, 100% granular diatomite absorbent. So what's really important is that you get part number 8822. So they do sell a couple different products like this, and that part number 8822 is very important because that has the largest particle size of all of the products that they carry. And I've tried different, similar ones from O'Reilly's other auto stores here in the US. And this one, particularly 8822, is absolutely the best, so don't mess around with any of the other ones, just go for that. Okay, so here you can see this soil screen I have, and it's designed to fit perfectly. It just kind of clicks right into these 5-gallon buckets. And the size I'm using is 1/12 of an inch. So each of these little squares are 1/12 of an inch, which means anything smaller than that will fall through. Anything that doesn't fall through, I'm gonna keep. So I'll just be transferring it to this bin here. Okay, so just a word of caution, this is a very dusty product. And just like other similar things like perlite, the dust can cause issues to your lungs if you're breathing it in, so we're always gonna go masks on. So it says new, easy to open bag. So let's see what's up with that. Well, it wasn't that hard to rip, but I saw no way to actually open it. So here's what I do. Take a scoop of this stuff, drop it onto the screen, shake this around. And then this stuff goes in here. So this diatomaceous earth, diatomite, is very lightweight, so moving this around is not a problem. So now I'm gonna give you a closer look at all of that. Okay, so I've got my cup full here. Gonna drop it on the screen. And then I'm gonna lift the whole bucket and I'm gonna shake it forward and back and side to side. And this only needs to happen for like 10 seconds or so. Then all the stuff on top I will keep. And now here you can see the small stuff that gets left behind and the bigger stuff that I'm using. Okay, so one pro tip I have for you. Whatever amount you're sifting shouldn't be too much at a time. If you fill this too much, you're not gonna actually get all the smaller particles to sift through. And so when you dump it into your keepers bin, it's not really gonna be sifted properly. So I'm using this cup. I would also use a smaller one, that'll be fine. Using too much will overwhelm the ability of this sifter. All right, so it's sifting time. Whew, all right, so there's one bag done. So look at this. This whole bin is pretty full, and this bucket is only maybe 2.5 inches deep. So for that whole bag sifting to 1/12 of an inch, I would say probably about 80% of it is in the usable range, and maybe 20 to 15% is gonna end up in the garden bed. So that's really why you want that part number 8822, because most of the particles are gonna fall in that favorable size range. Okay, wow, doesn't this look nice? Oh my. Okay, so these are the majority of my plants that are in hydro at the moment. And all of these on this side are in a blend of lava and turfish, and all of these are in pure diatomaceous earth. So it's about half and half, but I have more plants I will be transitioning into hydro. They're all going into pure diatomaceous earth, and at some point, these will as well. I just have to decide whether I want to do that or not before I move. For sure, the next time I repot any of these, they're going into pure diatomaceous earth. I just like the look of it. I like the simplicity of it, and I like that it holds moisture a lot more than any of the other gritty ingredients I've ever tested. So some of these planters don't have the biggest reservoirs, and with the diatomaceous earth, it stays wet for a long time, so the reservoir doesn't get depleted very quickly. With this lava and Turfish blend, it dries out much more quickly, so as that happens, it's going to drink up that reservoir in a couple of days, as opposed to these, which will stay wet easily for a week. Now, of course, as these plants continue to grow and the root system gets bigger, and as we head into the warmer months with more light, that will change. But what won't change is that these definitely stay wet for a longer period of time. So even though I can't yet show you all my plants are in diatomaceous earth, I can give it my full seal of approval. I do absolutely prefer that. And I'm going to be switching all my plants into it at some point. So here you can see the lava Turfish blend. It's pretty nice looking, but I prefer the look of these white pots with just this single color in there. You can see it's this grayish brown when it's wet. Oh, look at this new leaf. Yee! This thing's got a bunch of new leaves actually. Doriaki over here needs to get out of the one leaf club. But look at this. I like the look. White pots, gray pots, all the same color ingredient. But so here is the wet color, and here is the dry color. I just repotted this monstera yesterday. I didn't add any water to the reservoir, but if I scratch around in here, you can see that wet versus dry color. So it's very easy to glance across the room and be like, oh, those need a little more moisture. And also, dang, if there were skylights in here, I could just have this set up like this all the time. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you learned something. If you enjoyed the video, please drop me a comment and hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you have not already. I have a ton of plant projects that I need to wrap up here in the next month before I move to Salt Lake City, so I will be releasing a lot more videos just like this. So I hope you'll come along on this journey with me. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the best with your plants and with your life. And I hope to see you back here again real soon. Peace.